Greetings, everyone, and welcome to part 5 of my DVD and Blu-ray collection overview, 2012 edition. So last time we took a look at all the Blu-rays I have of movies and animated movies and whatnot based on comic books. Today we're going to take a look at the bottom shelf here, which is mainly, well, everything else. There's quite an assortment of stuff there, a lot of fantasy stuff. There's some kids stuff and some westerns and some comedies and, well, just a whole mishmash of stuff. And that's what we're going to take a look at today on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. Excuse the sort of odd angle. I've actually got you sitting on a medical health encyclopedia all the way down on the floor. Yeah, so this shelf, as you can probably see, is kind of a hodgepodge of stuff. Just not enough from any one of these genres to fill one shelf, so I just kind of put them all together. Alright, so let's start at the far left here, where we kind of have a little Harryhausen Fantasy section. I thought, this is stuff that I loved as a kid, and I thought Rosie might enjoy as well. And actually, she's been enjoying these quite a bit. So here we have Clash of the Titans, the very nice Digibook edition. I like this one a lot. This is, of course, the original 1981 Clash of the Titans, not the remake. I have not actually seen the remake, and quite honestly, don't care if I ever do. These two Rosie has seen and absolutely loves. We've got Jason and the Argonauts, and actually I don't think she has seen, no, she hasn't seen Jason and the Argonauts. She's seen Seventh Voyage of Sinbad, and she really likes that one a lot, with the little shrunken princess and the genie, and she likes the dragon fighting the Cyclops and stuff like that. So she just loves fantasy adventures and monsters and stuff like that. So, and then of course we have Shrek, the Whole Story, which is the box set of all 4 Shrek movies. I like how it basically has this picture with a bunch of them, and then shows you the rear end of everybody on the back, which is kind of fun. So here they actually did custom covers for each movie specific to this edition, as far as I'm aware. I don't think any of the individual releases actually have these covers on them. So there you go. There's a decent selection of extras on there. There's nowhere near everything that's ever been released. There's quite a lot of previous extras that aren't on this set. But if you just want sort of a nice affordable collection to have all 4 of them, then that's a good one. This has become one of Rosie's favorite movies, 1982's The Last Unicorn. For those of you who don't know who Rosie is, who may be coming in for the first time, hello, welcome to my channel. Rosie is my 4-year-old daughter. At least she's 4 years old at the time of this. She has also watched both of these, Labyrinth and The Dark Crystal. Nice little affordable 2-pack, just a simple slipcover. And there we go. Very nice. Both really nice editions, loaded with extras, and very nice quality transfers as well. And this 2-pack is quite affordable, so that's pretty cool. So Rosie really likes all the stuff in this section, because it's all like fantasy adventure, and she just loves that. So here we have G.I. Joe, the 1986 movie, the Blu-ray edition from Shout Factory. This actually includes both the 16:9 and the original open matte 4:3 version. However, the 4:3 version is only on DVD. It's not in high def. And then we have 2 of the post-original series Futurama movies. This is actually the very first thing of Futurama ever released on Blu-ray. The Bender's Game, and then of course we have Into the Wild Green Yonder. And now of course it's all done in high def and released on both DVD and Blu-ray. But we still don't have the previous 2 movies, which I'm on Blu-ray, which I'm pretty sure were also done in high def. Now we have a nice little Robin Hood collection here. We have the first season of I guess technically the first 2 seasons of Robin of Sherwood, basically the first half of the series. And then we have Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves with Kevin Costner. And what many people say is the best Robin Hood ever done, The Adventures of Robin Hood with Errol Flynn. Very cool stuff. This one here is actually my all-time favorite, the Robin of Sherwood series from the 80s. I think it's just great stuff. Now we have a very small comedy section here where we've got the complete first season of Modern Family, which is a recent sitcom that I actually really enjoy a lot. The second season is out on Blu-ray now. I really need to pick that up at some point, and hopefully I will. And then we got the Get Smart movie, along with Bruce and Lloyd, Out of Control, which was the direct-to-video sort of tie-in movie with that, featuring the 2 bumbling scientist guys from Control. Very cool, fun stuff. I've done videos about those, so I wanted to mention also, for those of you who are just tuning in, a lot of these Blu-rays I've actually done full reviews of, or videos, like in-depth videos of them. If that is the case, I will put links to those videos in the description if you'd like to get a little bit more information about some of these releases and, you know, here's some more of my thoughts about them. And then here I have sort of a little sword and sandal section. We've got The Last Legion with Colin Firth. Good old Spartacus, the 50th anniversary edition. Not the greatest transfer in the world, I gotta say, but I got this cheap, so I wasn't really complaining. Then we got Pathfinder and Centurion. Very cool stuff. Yeah, let's see. There we go. It's a very shiny slipcover, so it's hard to get it without the glare. Yeah, so there you go. Do love some sword and sandal action. And then one of the sadly few Criterions I have, sent to me a very, very generous viewer, we have the Criterion Collection Edition of Crumb, which is, of course, a wonderful, very candid and honest and very deeply personal film about the life of Robert Crumb, underground cartoonist Robert Crumb, and featuring Crumb and most of his family in there as well. It's quite an amazing film. And then we have a nice little Western section, starting with, not first, but most certainly not least, the Man with No Name trilogy, which is some classic Clint right there. This was the one that actually got me interested in spaghetti westerns right here, and I'm sure a lot of people can say the same. I just loved the style of it and the grittiness of it, and have since explored a lot of other spaghetti westerns that maybe aren't quite as polished as that, but, are still a lot of fun. So the rest of the Western section here, we have Red Hill, which is kind of a modern Western, but definitely has that old school flavor to it. It's quite well done. We got Wyatt Earp, classic, epic life story of Wyatt Earp. Got the Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford. And speaking of spaghetti westerns, we've got a couple here from Mill Creek on Blu-ray. We've got The Last Gun and $4 of Revenge. So very cool stuff there. Would definitely like to get more westerns. I especially like gritty stuff like the spaghetti westerns. So dark and gritty, that's the way to go. Like Deadwood. I'd really like to get the Deadwood series from HBO. That looks really good. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Then we got one of the most depressing movies ever made, Requiem for a Dream. Really good stuff. You hear the music from this in movie trailers all the freaking time, and it really irritates me. It's like, come on, you realize you're reducing the effectiveness of that music by using it all the time. Another gift from a viewer, we got Jet Li, Fist of Legend. Great stuff. And then a couple of Christmas movies here. We have A Christmas Carol. This is a beautiful restored edition from VCI Entertainment. Definitely worth picking up if you're a fan of that movie. It's as far as I'm aware, this is the best quality version currently available. And then we have Bad Santa, another wonderful traditional family Christmas movie. Yeah, this is one that Rosie will not be seeing until she is quite a bit older. This is a cool Blu-ray too, because it has both the unrated version and the director's cut version. The unrated version is the extended version. The only version this does not have is the theatrical version, but nobody cares about that one, so who cares? And then we have some more comedy. We got this so-called Funny Guy collection, which is kind of a weird assortment. We've got Napoleon Dynamite, Office Space, and Young Frankenstein. I didn't really care so much about the collection aspect of it because this is just some arbitrary random thing that Fox did, and I still have the box. But, you know, here we go. So we got Napoleon Dynamite, Office Space, and Young Frankenstein with the slipcover, which is quite nice. That kind of surprised me. But I used to have all three of these on DVD, and thought, well, hey, that's a great way to upgrade. Just get them all in this handy-dandy, completely random box set. And there you go. I've replaced all three of those old favorites with beautiful Blu-rays. And these are all really, really well done Blu-rays, too. So definitely worth checking out. And then one for Star Wars fans, we've got Fanboys. When I actually do get the Star Wars collection on Blu-ray, I'll probably put this in next to it just to keep all the Star Wars and Star Wars related stuff together. And then a very small music section. We have the Beatles, Hard Day's Night, and Prince, Purple Rain. There we go. So I mean, if you're only going to have two, you can certainly do worse than these two. This is pretty good stuff. So here we go. And then we got sort of a little classic sci-fi section here. Well, modern classic in this case. We got Tron and Tron Legacy, the 2-pack. This is actually the only 3D movie I currently have. I basically just shelled out for this Ultimate Collection that has everything in it. It's got a nice lenticular slipcover. And it's quite nice. So this has the original Tron as well as Tron Legacy in 3D and 2D. And tons and tons and tons of extras. So, yeah, quite a nice collection indeed. And then here we have the Back to the Future trilogy, of course, which I guess a lot of this stuff should go up in the sci-fi section. So maybe when I reorganize things a little bit, I'll put them up there. But also, I figured, a lot of this is kind of... Most of it is kid-safe anyway, like, the Tron movies are fairly kid-safe. This is actually the re-release of the Back to the Future trilogy, not in the clip cases. It's actually in the regular keep case with a tray. So that's pretty nice. Nice and easy to remove the discs there. And all the contents are the same. So this is basically just the Blu-rays without the digital copies, which suits me fine. I could care less about digital copies. And then here we got a couple of sci-fi classics. Really happy to have these on Blu-ray, and plus the fact that they are gorgeous, gorgeous transfers. We got Forbidden Planet and the original Day the Earth Stood Still. I've not seen the remake of Day the Earth Stood Still, and don't care if I ever do. And then finally, we have Charlton Heston in the Omega Man. And there you go. This was, of course, most recently remade as I Am Legend. And then this itself was a remake, actually. The original was called The Last Man on Earth with Vincent Price. I have that one in like a public domain collection. And and actually do not currently own I Am Legend. However, my ex used to have it. She had the collector's edition of that, but I guess does not anymore. Oh well. So that's pretty much it for the Blu-rays. So if you want to check out the rest of the Blu-ray collection, check out the previous several episodes. But that does it for the Blu-rays. So next time we'll get started on the DVD shelves, and there's quite a few of them. Alrighty, well, that is it from me to you for now. So until next time, thanks for watching, and sayonara.